Okay, so I've showcased pretty much every single top tier quote unquote unit in the game. And besides that, the only one I haven't showcased is this hidden inventory Gojo, and I guess Ghetto. So let me know if you would want a Ghetto video also. He could be a pretty fun one. So I really enjoy this Gojo. Okay, I think he's probably the best one until Domain, right? Out of the three. I mean, it makes sense. Every Gojo, they've gotten better. Green Gojo is better than Blue Gojo, Yellow Gojo is better than Green Gojo, and then Red Gojo is better than Yellow Gojo. That's just how it works. It's just the Gojo power creep, okay? That's basically how it is. So in this video, we're going to be showcasing our GOAT and talking about his kit and his recollection bit that's going to be coming. But we have a pretty juiced out Gojo, to say the least, okay? The only thing that's really missing is his skill levels, but even at that, he is chilling. And also, I need to bring this up. Why are we able to auto level up? Like, why are we able to batch level up? Tell me. Like, if I could look at this, if we go down, like, why am I able to do this? Why don't we have that on global? I just can't believe that. So let's talk about Gojo bit, what exactly he's doing. That is the wrong Gojo. There's too many Gojos. So what exactly he's doing and all the rest. So one thing I do want to make clear is that he is not confirmed to be a limited unit, which means he can actually come back in the future on, well, they could add him to standard and maybe like during 1.5 anniversary. You don't know. The next standard batch edition should be around the 1.5 anniversary on JP, because they added it 9 months in, so it would probably be 18 months in the next one, and 18 months in is the perfect 1.5 anniversary date. So my guess is this Gojo, Ghetto, and Toji might be added to the standard banner during the 1.5 anniversary, which is obviously in a while, right? So he's 1500 ult gauge, which is pretty high for Gojos. I mean, I think Red Gojos is a bit higher or about the same. But when he performs a crit, he increases his own damage. So this is actually very good, because that means when he does crit, I mean, he's doing the crit and then he's also doing extra damage because of that. So his HP is actually pretty decent, but he doesn't have normal Gojo stats. What do I mean? If we look at just these two Gojos, they have the exact same 11, 25, and then the same attack stats, right? So this Gojo's stats are lower because obviously it's hidden inventory Gojo, right? So this is actually a very good characteristic to have. Can't lie, I really like it. Now, his passive is at the start of the battle, gets attack immunity for 2 turns, increases own damage received by 30% for 2 turns, and increases own Jujutsu damage special by 5% for 4 turns. So let's break this down. He does not leave the battle, but he gets attack immunity for 2 turns, which he can re-get later. We'll talk about it. Increases damage received, which is only going to hurt him versus someone like Jogo, because if there's no domain, then he's not going to get hit. And then increases own Jujutsu damage special by 5%, which we're going to talk about the special damage. So his ult, I'm going to go in the way I want to, and first, the skill 2 is the most important. So it gives him attack immunity to self for 3 turns, increases own damage received by 30%, increases own Jujutsu damage special by 5% for 5 turns, and while increases own Jujutsu damage is active, changes skill into Curse Technique Disclosure, which then increases his own damage by 80% and crit rate by 30%. So let's talk about it. What exactly does this mean? Basically, until the 4 turns are up, he's going to be getting this. He's going to be getting the increased damage and the crit rate from his skill 2. The minute those 4 turns are up, because remember, his skill 2 gives him the Jujutsu damage special, but if he already has it, which he does get it right here, that means he's getting the second part of it instead of the first part. So for the first 4 turns, he has it already built into his passive, but then it runs out, which then means you're going to be able to get this and reapply the Jujutsu damage special, which is going to then give him another 3 turns of attack immunity, which means he has 2 turns of attack immunity, 2 turns where he could get hit, another 3 turns of attack immunity, and then he stacks for the next 5 turns. So that's basically how it's going to work. This can be a bit dangerous for sure, okay? But in general, why is this so crazy? Like 80% damage stacks means you could get 3 stacks, I'm pretty sure. And then crit rate stack, remember, increases own damage. So it's absolutely busted. His stacks are really good, and he doesn't leave the battle. Now then, we could go to the rest of the kit. So here, deals taijutsu damage, right? And jujutsu. Okay, pretty good. And then attracts, sorry, he could taunt with this. But it's a pretty low chance overall. and then fills alt gauge more than other skills, which is actually pretty interesting, but you're not going to use it too much in my opinion, unless you're in the first 2 turns, because obviously he can get the taunt and he won't be getting hurt. Now skill 3 does pretty decent damage, but this is nice. This is really nice if you need it, but in my opinion, I don't see you using it much. I feel like for most of the game, you're going to use this and then just nuke with the ult. So the ult is a 1500% multiplier. And then this is crazy because, you know, his buff is going to be able to increase his damage by 80 times 80 times 80 and pretty much get a guaranteed crit, right? So this is 1500, but with the crit, that's a 1.5 times multiplier, bringing it to 2250. Right, and then he's getting the damage increase, and then if he does crit, he gets the increased damage here, which is why he's so busted, alongside the fact he doesn't leave battle. So that's it for his well, his kit, right? Not really much more to say. I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. You use this when you can, and then to get this, and then you're kind of chilling. Now his recollection bit, like for yellow units, insane. So when ult is activated, increases own damage by 85% for 1 turn, effective for yellow type attacks, and then 90% at Duke 3. 90% damage increase is higher than non-standard. I don't know if non-standard is here. No, doesn't seem like it. But non-standard, right? Oh, wrong thing, my bad. Non-standard is at 85 if I remember. I'd like to say it's 85. Is it? Yeah, so they made this just an outright 90% damage increase, which means this... this is also good for someone like Itadori if you need, because that's a 90% damage increase, right? So it's pretty universal for all yellow attackers. And then at the start of own turn, if own alt gauge is full, increases own break damage by 20%, which is huge, right? Especially on the alt. I really like it. I really like it. Then the stats are really balanced, which is good. You're still getting 30%. So for a half annie recollection bit, it's really good. So we're going to be using GOJO today. All right, that's what we're going to be doing. Let's look at his art one last time. I think it's a pretty good art, but in my opinion, Itadori's art is just better, okay? Just like this Itadori's art, and then also this Hollow Purple's art is just better, okay? But GOJO has a pretty good alt art, so yeah, we're gonna just get into it. Let me see if I have the half annie recollection bit. If so, I'll get it up. If not, we're gonna use non-standard, because if you think about it, non-standard doesn't really change much. It's like a 5% difference. And you also get your ult quicker because of the 200% at the start of a wave. But I don't... Oh, I do have it. Wait, do I? Oh, I do. Nice. And it's dupe 2. Okay. All right. So this is a 85% with the break. I mean, for the purposes of probably this video, I think for a more free-to-play showcase, we'll use non-standard. Also, it's dupe 5. So... yeah, I mean, if you guys want another showcase in the future, I mean, this could be good on literally anyone if I want to use it. I could use it on Nobara, though. We could do something like that. I mean, hey, I have to make the team, so let me get to it. I think I told myself I'd use this, right? Just to see, and then we'll be good. So just to explain it a bit, triple supports, right? This is going to give the big Jujutsu damage increase, so we're going to wait for Kaido to get his ult. We got Nanami, we got Yaga. Okay, pretty simple. I mean, listen, besides, obviously, GOJO, it's a pretty free-to-play team, all things considered. And these recollection bits, this is a free-to-play recollection bit, which increases alt gauge and gives extra damage. And this is damage reduction with extra cursed energy, which is good for the supports. And then we've got the alt gauge one for Yaga. So pretty simple. We'll head into tower now. Okay, so we're going to start with a single target. Why not? And we'll head in with this. So hopefully no one dies, because then Itadori's going to come in. And then obviously, at that point, I think it becomes a bit too free. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, this is stage 26, I'd like to say, of tower. I think it was 26. Unless I'm actually tweaking, it should be 26. Let's see how this goes. So he's going to have a lot of HP. I mean, let's see how much he has. Let me click on it. So he's at 4 million. Okay. And if we check here, his Jujutsu is this. This is the special Jujutsu. This is like the indication that it's the special one, and it's 5%, which is why. So I don't think we're going to use our buffs turn 1, because I think it's going to take GOJO a little longer than that. I would like to try the taunt first turn. I would. So we're going to go skill 1. We'll go for cursed energy to help our supports out. Damage reduction. No, we could save the damage reduction, because I'm going to try taunting. Because remember, the skill 1 has that chance to taunt, and I would like to maybe see it in this video. Now, I didn't put the damage reduction, but let's try it, please. We did get the taunt, I think. Pretty sure that was the taunt. So that's actually pretty... Look at how much alt gauge he's at already. That does help that he's with non-standard, obviously. So let's start getting our stacks in, I guess, because shit. That's a bit interesting. I didn't think he'd be getting his stuff that easily. Maybe I need to put an alt gauge thing on Kaido. Because we'll try without Kaido's alt, and then we're going to try again with it. Just because I feel like we're going to, like, it's going to be a bit rough. But also, we have to get the max amount of stacks in for Gojo. Because now he's going to have, now he doesn't, okay. So, he still has the, what's it called? The Jujutsu damage special for another 2 turns. And then after that, he gets the attack immunity again, right? So let's just get this, okay? And we could just get max stacks, I think. We'll see how we could go for this. But I'm pretty... Oh, we're not going to get it. Wow, okay. That's actually kind of interesting. Because look, we're not getting much from the buff. Like, the buff doesn't end up giving us a lot of alt gauge. I feel like compared to Blue Gojo, definitely a bit different. Okay, well, we'll put this on Kaido. Yep. We're just going to go for the stacks, right? Doesn't really matter. We'll try more stuff later. Kaido does get his ult. Okay, and yeah, look, Gojo does take damage there. So... And also, he took a lot because he increased his own damage that he was taking. So we're going to not use that. We're going to use this. We're going to do that. And then we're going to buff again. Okay? So this is 1 time, but over 3 turns. Which is why I could use it now. Because next turn, right, I'll be able to actually use it safely. So we go for this. Go for this. Give Crest Energy. Go for this. And if we check now, right, in terms of 80%... what's his stacks? Just to see. 71, 74, 74. So in terms of 74% stacks, he's got, let's see, 1 stack of that. I think he has 2, right? Yes, he has 2 stacks of it, which to me is fine. If we got 1 more turn, we probably would have been better. But let's go into this and see how much we could do. Remember, even if Gojo doesn't kill, he doesn't leave the battle, right? So we could just kind of set this up for another ult, which is kind of crazy to think about. I like the animation. But anyway, we do kill. 12 million? Wait, no, 6 million. Wait, what the fuck? Was that like 6 or 12? I can't even tell. Bro, there's too many numbers. The one thing I hate about this game is you can't take like the time to process how much damage you're actually doing. But bro, you could see that this Gojo's damage is ridiculous. Right, absolutely ridiculous. And it's pretty easy too. It's not like it takes much effort. I just spam buffs. And then Gojo gets rid of them, right? So we'll do another one of these, and like, bro, I mean, we'll, oh, wait, I wanted to put the, man, I'm gonna put the, no, actually, Kaido got his ult in time. Kaido got his ult in time. I think that's fine. So now I want to try using some of his other skills first. So I want to try his skill 3, right, just to see the animation. But first I want to see, like, how much does, because he starts off pretty high in his ult gauge range. We could just use everything from the start. And oh no, yeah, we're not going to use that because we're going to try and taunt again. I just want to see, like, right now he's about before the blue defensive stack. Where does he go to? Like, look at that. So if we use it again, right, if we use it again, like, are we going to get up our ult really quick? Like, is that how this is going to work? Like, I'm interested to see. Like, look at how much he gets. Like, they were not kidding. They were really not kidding there. Okay, so now that we used that twice, I think now we have 2 stacks, 2 turns left for the Jujutsu, which means we could get 2 stacks in for that, but then it would also kind of be pointless. But we'll do that. Why not? Because we're not using our ult right away anyway. And look, yeah. So it seems like his skill 2 gives a lot less, but they make up for it by giving the what's it called? The skill 1 a lot more, right? That's basically how this is working. I don't think this could defend Yaga anyway, but we'll try it. Because we'll use the damage reduction too. So yeah, anyway, I think this is max stacks. So it doesn't really matter. But you know, even if it doesn't really matter. We're going to miss out on 1 stack, basically, but that's it. So I could just skill 1, it doesn't really matter. We damage increase, use the ult. Damage increase. So all these missing again. So now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to... But it's because... Okay, so the way I'm seeing this is that if I skill 1 twice, I get my ult by the 4th turn. But then if I skill 1 once and use the skill 3 times, I don't get my ult, but I have the 3 stacks, right? So it's a bit tricky. But if we see I have 1 turn of 74, 2 turns of 74, I think. Yeah. So I'm still like, just keep in mind, this is not the max damage, right? But it's still gonna probably, I mean, we saw how much damage we did before. I think we'll be fine. I really do think we'll be fine. But it's like so easy to use this, right? That's the crazy part. Okay. How much damage did we do there? 9 million? I don't want to kill. I don't want to kill. I want to see how much HP he had, just to make sure. Was that... Bro, I can't tell. How much damage... how much HP does he have? Oh, Itadori, please. If you killed there... Oh... So that's 5 million. We did 4.6. Okay, so it's just that there's a lot of ticks is what I'm understanding. But that's 5 million HP. We did 5 million essentially. That's an AoE. And remember, he doesn't leave the battle, guys. And he's attacking me for most of the fight. So let's just try and let GOJO finish this off with his skill 3. Itadori, my goat. Please, don't kill. Alright, well, never mind. So, yeah, unfortunate. Should have put another support behind, but hey, I wasn't expecting Naga to die. But still, I mean, you understand how GOJO works, essentially. I mean, he could probably solo most of this game. I mean, he does increase his own damage taken, which can definitely hurt him, but... You know, I would definitely say this GOJO is pretty fucking crazy. I would like to see an AoE yellow phase, but it doesn't seem like we're going to be getting that, unfortunately. So, yeah, there's not really... I think this goes to red. Yeah, there's no... It's all single target for the yellows, which is definitely better when you consider... what's it called? When you consider... Oh, there is... Okay, because of Nobara, it's just pretty simple to do. But hey, we'll go into this. So yeah, like you could see, it's not really that hard of a team to use, right? Like this is all stuff besides hidden inventory GOJO that you could all have today, right? Obviously, if you don't have non-standard, you could still use the girls' Recollection, or obviously, GOJO's Recollection when it comes out, which has a bigger damage increase. So keep that in mind, right? There's a lot of stuff to consider. Now then. We're gonna just... Because it's 3, right? So we have to be a bit careful with that stuff. We're gonna go for that. And I think I might just... Because... We're gonna go for the kill on one of them. Maybe. Maybe we'll try. I mean, I just want to see if we could taunt, how much damage we'll do, etc. With just barely any buffs, essentially. Okay, I mean, that is not bad. I mean, obviously, they're just a little minions, but still. Okay. And I guess that, yeah, he was taunted, so, you know, that's a W. That is a W. We could, I would like to try killing, but nah, I think we're going to try the 3-stack thing I was talking about to see how that's going to work. But, yeah, that's the problem, because the stacks just doesn't give enough. Oh, wait, nah. I mean, if he, oh, bye, Jesus. Okay, oh my god. Okay, so we're just going to use skill 1 with Itadori. It doesn't really matter. But GOJO got up there to 99. Oh, I guess, yeah, no, that actually does make sense. Because we're literally using 1. Okay, yeah, so I think GOJO could take damage now, which is a bit of a problem. But if he does take damage, that means he gets his ult. So I guess that's good. I guess. I mean, if he actually takes damage, that's going to help us here. As long as he doesn't die. Yeah, okay. That's actually good. That's good. I mean, now we could see if, like, in this pretty shitty situation, all things considered. Because now he has more stacks, though, of his 71. 74. 1, 2, 3 stacks. There we go. So we got the max stacks possible for that. Let's see if we could kill. If not, I mean... Oh, we are fine. Yeah. Never mind. So, yeah, GOJO could just bring that back very easily. Man, this is a unit I'm a want on global. Holy shit. So that's Jesus Christ. That is hidden inventory GOJO for you. He is absolutely crazy. No question about that. No question about that. I really like how he plays. Very simple. Doesn't leave battle. So he's very good to grind with, okay? And that's basically him. Let me know what you think. I don't really have much to say. I mean, he proved himself very easily to be the best GOJO out of the 3 that we're going to have. So yeah, that's basically it. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a good day. Bye-bye.